The kiss wasn't supposed to happen. Not in the supply closet of all places, with the quarterly report scattered across the floor and the harsh fluorescent light flickering above them. But as Ellie's lips met his, Marcus forgot about the deadlines, the babysitter waiting to be relieved, and the fact that this woman had made his professional life a living hell for the past 8 months. In that moment, everything changed. If you're enjoying this story already, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more emotional journeys that capture the complexity of modern relationships. Your support means everything. 3 months earlier. Marcus Reeves stared at his computer screen, the cursor blinking mockingly as he tried to focus on the marketing proposal due in less than 2 hours. The photo on his desk, his 5-year-old daughter Lily with her gap-toothed smile, reminded him why he couldn't afford to lose this job, no matter how impossible his new boss made it. His phone buzzed. The school nurse. Again. Mr. Reeves? Lily's running a fever. You'll need to pick her up immediately. Marcus closed his eyes, feeling the familiar weight of single parenthood crushing down on him. 3 sick days in 2 weeks. His previous boss would have understood, but Ellie Winters had made it clear from her first day as marketing director that personal problems were not the company's concern. "I'll be there in 20 minutes, he promised, already saving his unfinished work. As if summoned by his anxiety, Ellie appeared at his cubicle, her tailored blazer and perfectly styled dark hair making him acutely aware of his own rumpled appearance. "The North Star proposal?" she asked, one eyebrow raised. No greeting, no small talk. Just expectations. "I'm making good progress," Marcus lied. "But my daughter's sick at school. I need to." Again? Ellie's voice was cool, professional, but her eyes narrowed slightly. "This proposal needs to be on my desk by 2, Marcus. The client meeting is tomorrow morning." "I understand, but I need reliable team members. Especially for the promotion you applied for." She glanced meaningfully at the family photo on his desk. "Perhaps you should consider whether this role is compatible with your situation." The words stung more than they should have. Marcus had been at Horizon Marketing for 3 years, consistently delivering excellent work despite the challenges of raising Lily alone after her mother walked out. The promotion to senior marketing strategist would mean better hours, better pay, and most importantly, better healthcare for Lily's asthma. "I'll have it done," he said firmly. "I'll work remotely this afternoon." Ellie's expression remained impassive. "See that you do." As she walked away, Marcus gathered his laptop and files, trying to ignore the sympathetic glances from his coworkers. They'd all witnessed his struggle since Ellie had replaced their former boss, Tom, who'd been understanding about Marcus's situation as a single father. The drive to Lily's school was filled with phone calls, to his neighbor Mrs. Patel who sometimes watched Lily in emergencies, to the pediatrician's office to see if they could fit her in, and finally to his sister Vanessa who lived an hour away. "I'm sorry, Marcus," Vanessa said. "I've got that conference in Phoenix, remember? I fly out in 3 hours." By the time he arrived at the school, Marcus had no childcare solution and a proposal that was nowhere near complete. Lily's small face lit up when she saw him, despite her flushed cheeks and glassy eyes. "Daddy." "Hey, Lillipad." He knelt down, pressing his palm to her forehead. "Definitely a fever. Not feeling so good, huh?" She shook her head, her pigtails swinging. "My throat hurts. And Mrs. Benson says I'm too hot." Marcus signed the release forms and led Lily to the car, his mind racing. Mrs. Patel was visiting her daughter. His regular babysitter had classes until evening. And now Vanessa was unavailable. "How about we stop by the doctor, and then you can come to Daddy's office for a little while," he suggested, helping her buckle in. Lily's eyes widened. "The place with the spinny chairs and the candy jar?" Marcus smiled despite his stress. "That's the one. But you'll have to be very quiet while Daddy finishes some important work, okay?" After a quick doctor's visit that confirmed strep throat and secured a prescription, Marcus found himself driving toward Horizon's office building with a drowsy Lily in the back seat, medication beginning to take effect. He texted his team member, Jordan, coming back with Lily. Need to finish North Star. Can she use the break room couch? Jordan's reply was immediate, Winters is on the warpath. Quarterly numbers came in low. Not a good day for this, Marcus gripped the steering wheel tighter. Of course. Because nothing could ever be simple. When they arrived, he set Lily up in the small break room with her tablet, headphones, and a blanket from his emergency car kit. Just for a little while, Lillipad. Daddy needs to finish something important. Is it for the mean lady? Lily asked innocently. Marcus blinked in surprise. What mean lady? The one you talked to Aunt Vanessa about. The one who makes you stay up late working. Out of the mouths of babes. She's not mean, honey. She's just focused on doing a good job. Lily didn't look convinced but nodded solemnly. I'll be super quiet so you don't get in trouble. His heart squeezed. At 5 years old, his daughter was already trying to protect him. He kissed her forehead and hurried back to his desk, determined to finish the proposal and get them both home as soon as possible. For the next hour, Marcus worked frantically, occasionally checking on Lily through the break room's glass door. She was being perfect, watching her shows with headphones on, occasionally sipping the juice he'd bought her. At 1:45 p.m., he was putting the finishing touches on the proposal when he heard it, Ellie's voice, sharp with irritation, coming from the break room. Whose child is this? This is a professional workplace, not a daycare center. Marcus rushed to the break room to find Lily shrinking back against the couch, her eyes wide with fear as Ellie stood over her, arms crossed. She's mine, Marcus said, stepping between them. She's sick, and I had no other options today. Ellie turned to him, her green eyes flashing. So you thought bringing Contagion into the office was appropriate? Did you consider your colleagues? The professional image of this company if clients had walked in? She has strep throat, she's on antibiotics, and I kept her isolated, Marcus replied, struggling to keep his voice level. I'm finishing the North Star proposal as promised. In my office. Now. Ellie turned on her heel and walked out. Marcus knelt beside Lily, who had tears streaming down her face. I'm sorry, Daddy. I didn't mean to talk to her. I just asked where the bathroom was. It's not your fault, sweetheart. He wiped her tears. Stay right here. I'll be back soon. In Ellie's office, the tension was palpable. She stood behind her desk, her posture rigid. This is unacceptable, Marcus. I've been patient with your constant schedule disruptions, but bringing a sick child to the workplace crosses a line. Patient? Marcus couldn't hold back his incredulous laugh. You've questioned every doctor's appointment, every school pickup, every time I've needed to leave for my daughter since you started here. Because this is a business, not a family support center, Ellie replied coldly. Your personal challenges are not the company's responsibility. Something in Marcus snapped. My personal challenges are a 5-year-old girl who depends on me for everything. I've never missed a deadline. My clients are happy. My work is excellent. The only problem here is your complete lack of empathy or understanding. Empathy doesn't drive business results, Ellie said, but something flickered in her expression, so briefly Marcus almost missed it. No, but it creates loyalty, teamwork, and a healthy work environment, he countered. Tom understood that balance is what makes people perform at their best. Tom is also why this department missed its targets for 2 quarters running, Ellie shot back. I was brought in to fix that. At what cost? Half the team is looking for other jobs. Morale is at rock bottom. Ellie's jaw tightened. I didn't ask for your assessment of my management style. I called you in here to tell you that I'll be removing you from consideration for the senior strategist position. Your priorities are clearly elsewhere. The unfairness of it hit Marcus like a physical blow. Because I'm a single parent trying to do my best at both jobs? That's discrimination. Because you can't meet the demands of the role, Ellie corrected, but she wouldn't meet his eyes. Marcus took a deep breath. You know what? I feel sorry for you. One day you might understand that spreadsheets and profit margins aren't everything. But by then, you might not have anyone left who cares. He turned to leave, but Ellie's voice stopped him. My father was a single parent too. Marcus looked back, surprised by the sudden personal revelation. He worked 3 jobs to support me, she continued, her voice oddly quiet. He never missed a school play or a parent-teacher conference. But he also never advanced in his career because of it. He died still working entry-level positions, with nothing to show for his life except me. For the first time, Marcus saw something vulnerable in Ellie's expression. I'm sorry about your father, he said carefully. But that doesn't mean every parent has to choose between success and being there for their child. In my experience, it does. Ellie straightened some papers on her desk, composure returning. The proposal is still due at 2. I suggest you finish it. Marcus left her office, the conversation replaying in his mind. There was more to Ellie Winters than the Ice Queen persona she projected, but that didn't make her impossible standards any easier to bear. He checked on Lily, who had fallen asleep on the break room couch, then returned to his desk to send the completed proposal. As he hit send at exactly 2 p.m., he made a decision. It was time to start looking for another job, one where he wouldn't have to choose between being a good father and a successful professional. What he didn't know was that Ellie Winters was watching him through her office window, an unreadable expression on her face as she observed him gently waking his daughter, gathering their things, and heading for the elevator. And she was remembering her father's weathered hands, his tired smile, and the promise she'd made at his funeral to never let her own life be limited the way his had been. Neither of them could have predicted how their paths would collide in the coming weeks, or how a moment of crisis would reveal the truth behind their carefully constructed walls. The story continues with Marcus struggling to balance work and parenting while searching for a new job, and Ellie beginning to see glimpses of his dedication both as a father and an employee. Their professional relationship remains tense but evolves as unexpected circumstances force them to see each other in a new light, culminating in that life-changing moment in the supply closet that transforms their understanding of what truly matters in life. If you're enjoying this journey of 2 people finding unexpected connection despite their differences, please like this video and subscribe to see more stories that explore the complexities of modern relationships, career challenges, and finding love in unexpected places.